Hey other book friends, I wanted to do a quick video on an ARC read that I just finished. It is for a book called The Stolen Idol by Warde Lee. This book comes out on February 11th. I believe it will be available on Kindle Unlimited, at least that's the way it looks right now. This book was pretty solid. I would give it about a 4 out of 5. So on the pro side, like pros and cons, so on the pro side, the characters are really likable. There's like Fotini, that's a centaur, Tragos, that's a satyr, Jamie's a human. The cat she is a goddess who's kind of trying to find where she belongs in the world, trying to remember who she is. Concept-wise, this story was right up my alley. I am very interested in books about gods and mythologies, retellings of stories, things like that. So this book has a really interesting concept that kind of weaves through the whole thing. About gods that like move from their original locations, join other pantheons, how other pantheons absorb gods, which is really kind of the story of the world. As people move and migrate to different places, they find out about the deities in the region that they move to, and either they absorb them, or they change them slightly based on their own mythologies. You see this really commonly with the Greeks and Romans, how they shared gods and really just kind of changed the names of who's representing what. You have like, Hermes and Mercury. You have, I think Apollo's Apollo, yeah. But like the Romans have like the planet names for gods. The Greeks have like the traditional names for the gods. Anyway, it's a concept that kind of shapes human history, like actual human history. And it's interesting to see how this author kind of uses that concept to build the world of his story. So the story opens with Fotini, the centaur, and Tragos, the satyr, trying to steal a golden idol that is the trophy for a jousting competition that they are participating in, cheating in, and them stealing this idol and kind of the mishaps that follow from them having done this. The cat she is the goddess that has requested them to steal this idol. So her story is kind of woven into the whole narrative about the golden idol and what that means to her. The human Jamie, his story is what really kicks off the main conflict in the story. So Jamie is gay, has a gay love interest. His father does not approve of that. So we see the results of that conflict between Jamie and his father. There's some really interesting tropes that are kind of turned on their head in this story as well. So it's kind of a fascinating read. It's really not that long, maybe 320 pages, something like that. Kind of hard for me to keep track on my Kindle. But it was a fast read, definitely an enjoyable read. I really liked kind of the ideas and the characters that the author developed here. The cons of this story, really there's only two main ones that take it from a 5-star to a 4-star for me. One is that this author seems to tell a lot where Showing would have given a little more depth to the character development and some of the plot points. He could have extended the length of the story a little bit by going more into depth with showing interactions between the characters rather than telling us some of the backstories, some of the feelings, things like that. Another thing, which is a really nitpicky thing, and really I only nitpick on it because I've done a lot of editing for, my husband's book, for some other folks, for my own work, is towards the end of the book, I noticed some misspellings, and that drives me a little bit crazy. But really the only thing that really took it from a 5 to a 4 to me was that it felt a little tell heavy for me. But overall, this book is really a great read. It's a quick read. It's a fun read. I greatly enjoyed it. I would absolutely recommend that you pick it up February 11th. Again, just doing this review to help the author out as his book launches. Again, book's The Stolen Idol. It's by Warde Lee. I believe it will be available on Kindle Unlimited. Don't hold me to that, but that's what it appears like in the Amazon storefront right now. I will also be doing a review on TikTok and a review on Goodreads and Amazon as well for this author, because again, I greatly enjoyed it. Love what he did with some of the concepts. You can also find this author on TikTok if you're interested, but check this out. It's definitely worth a read. Stolen Idol, Warde Lee, and good luck to this author as he launches in just a couple of weeks. I hope it goes really well for him. So good luck, and I'll see you in the next video.